out here, man?
Jamar, man, Jamar again. Shout out to Long Beach, bro.
There you go.
It's been a long journey. I love what you did with the spot. I'm happy to be here, bro. For real.
Thank you, man. I appreciate
This
it.
is a blessing. This is a good start at 2026, man.
Absolutely. What do you want to do different than what you did in 2025?
Man, that's a loaded question, bro. To be honest with you, 2026, man. I think everything for 2026 is the season of separation of everything that I'm building. You know, me and my team, we're building personally for myself. It's just more structure, more discipline in every aspect of my life. You know, whether that's health, wellness, um, control, like mental control, like physical control, just be more stoic in myself. Um, that's really what's ahead. The future is very bright, bro. We have more time now um, behind us opposed to ahead of us.
Mm-hmm.
So everything is intentional, leading everything with a pure heart, um, and just trying to leave my impact on this earth before we go home.
So, what would you want your legacy to be? You have kids?
Yeah, so I have three. So we have a blended family. So I have my youngest who is 15 now. Shout out to Aaron. My middle child Jamar, he's 16, and then my oldest is 19, and we just put her into college. She
Mm-hmm.
goes to college out there out here in California. Um, so to answer your question, legacy. That's a loaded question, okay? That's a loaded question, KB.
Yeah.
That's a loaded
Well,
question.
you have three, right? Your children
Right,
are your legacy.
right.
But what would you want them to know and remember about their father while he lived, while he was here?
He was a good man.
Yeah.
That's it, man. As long as just be a good man, be a good human being. We live in a world that's very different than when we were growing up. You know, it's a lot of confusion out there right now, and you can be swept up in it very quickly.
Yeah.
Even as an adult, you know, and well, I'm sure we'll touch on it, but even the profession that I work in, man, you see a lot of things, you go through a lot of things, and that somehow sticks to you at times. So, my legacy to my kids, I would just want them to know that your pops was a good man, and we did good things, and we just led with a good heart. I feel like at the end of the day, if you can just change someone's life um, at any point in time and help them in like maybe their darkest times or guide them, you never know how many people you probably touched along the way, like
Yeah.
and change their heart just by the simple taking the time just to simply just have a good day or whatever the case may be. You know, that changed the trajectory of their day to their week to their month to their life.
And so, who or what inspires you to go to this next level? Because you work a good job,
Yeah,
you make a decent wage, got a
yeah,
house, cars, kids, family straight, right?
yeah.
What's to stop you from just stopping there and just like, I'm cool, I'm chilling, man. I'd rather just see everybody else do something great. I'm chilling right now.
I mean, there's a bit of that when you take a step back and you look and you know. And I was just talking to the wife the other day, like, you know, God has really blessed us with what we asked for.
Yeah.
You know, so you can just and you know sometimes we take it for granted because we always want more. You know, you always want to do more, but it's like what type of more do you want to do, like, and who are you doing it for? Are you doing it for yourself? Is it selfish, or is it now that you know, and what I believe God is giving me everything that I wanted. Now we're gonna pay it forward. We're gonna bless somebody else. So for me, you know, who always inspired me, obviously my father. You
Mm-hmm.
know, he's still with us. Obviously, I speak in past tense, but uh, very influential in the community. And at the age of almost 42 now, like, not following in his footsteps, but understanding why he did what he did, why he, you know, he's an ordained minister, and I'm far from that, right?
Right.
But at the same time, you know, you start to lean more onto that side of in your DNA when you get older in life, right? At least I am. And so he inspires me a lot, on how he approaches life and how he just stays the course, stays rooted into what he's doing and who he is.
So you touched on the word rooted. You
Right.
have, if I'm not mistaken, a company or organization
Yeah.
called Rooted. What is that about?
Yeah, man. So that's a great segue, by the way. Appreciate that. But yeah. So the Rooted Foundation, it was birthed, I would say, 3 years ago, and it was a seed that was planted by some mentors of mine. And at the time, I didn't take to it like I should have. They saw something in me that maybe that I didn't even see in myself at the time. And at the time too, just to be transparent, I was going through struggles myself and trying to figure out what did I want to do in my life and where I wanted to go and yada yada this, yada yada that. Fast forward 2026, we developed it last year, and so what Rooted is, it's a community action group. It's a conglomerate of multiple people, much like yourself, bro. Honestly, where we come together and we support young people, and specifically in the city of Long Beach, but really spreads far and beyond. Support them from purpose and careers, mental health support, which is big because in my profession, I'm sure we'll talk about it. I see it all the time. Financial literacy, learn how to make your money move. Like our parents, they did a great job, but they didn't really plant the seed of financial literacy in us from a young age. And so, there's multiple streams of revenue that these young people can make now, from streaming to sports. It's their generation, so learning how to manage that money is important. So we teach financial literacy, and we don't just it's not cookie cutter. Like we walk you through it. If you want to be in real estate, we'll connect you to people like yourself who are in real estate, and they'll walk you step by step what you want to do. You want to be a chef, we'll connect you with people that we have that went to culinary art school, that studied in Paris. If you want to be in law enforcement, if you want to be a firefighter, if you want to be a politician, things like that, that's what we want to do, so they can be the leaders of tomorrow, like your daughter. She came on the show, leader of tomorrow. You know what I mean? Especially who the most endangered is our young Black and brown brothers right now in the city of Long Beach and outward, so we focus a lot on them, and just helping them. We do it all out of our own pockets. We don't, obviously you can donate, but we do it out of our pockets, and that's it. But a win, man, I want to see growth in our young people. I want to see growth in them accomplishing their goals and the smiles on their face, and knowing that they don't have to be a product of their environment. You feel me? Like, I feel like we are blessed. Like, we were in the same circle. I've known you for decades now, right? So we grew up in Long Beach, and we know how it is growing up here. We didn't become products of our environment. It easily could have been that way. We didn't become products of our environment. It wasn't because we had programs like Chasing Greatness or the Rooted Foundation at the time. It's just because our parents instilled that into us. What I'm noticing now, especially in the profession and the field that I'm in, is that a lot of these young people, they don't have that at home. So they're finding it elsewhere, and they're finding it the wrong way. So a win is just taking a young man and saying, hey man, there is another way, and let me show you.
So how does your spouse support you in that, and how do you manage all that?
It's a loaded question, champ. So I have a very good support system. I would think it's not perfect, right? Because I don't know if any situation is ever really perfect, but man, that's a great question. That's a great question. It's just a balance, man, and you can't be selfish. You can't be selfish, man. I think a lot of it is like you just got to understand what we're trying to create and build, and if you can align yourself with a like-minded partner, anything is possible, really. And if you lead with a good heart posture, which my wife talks about that all the time to me and to our kids, right?
A good heart posture.
Yeah,
I've never heard that.
Yeah, you gotta have.
I like that.
Good heart posture is like Mando.
Yeah.
Because that's going to dictate your next step, your next word, your next action, your next whatever. So if you have good heart posture and you're leading with good heart posture and you have a partner that supports you and you support each other's goals and you're not selfish,
Mm-hmm.
then the sky is the limit. You also have to have a business mindset, with your partner. Your partner got to have a business mindset, whether, that's in, for example, I can't be the only one with good credit.
Right.
Like,
Right.
she can't be the only one with good credit.
Right.
You know what I mean? So we got to balance it out. And then, like, make sure that person has a good relationship with God, man. You gotta have a good. If you have a good relationship with God, you have a good heart posture. You that's half the battle.
Yeah.
I don't have all the answers because I haven't made it to like our parents' age.
Right.
Where so
30, 40 years of marriage and
right.
all that. Yeah.
But 10 years in with a blended family, being a stepfather, it's not easy. You just have to have patience and love and know this was the assignment that was given to me, and I'm gonna finish it through.